I think we have to bring this whole face a little bit below. So we'll create our shape bigger and just a little bit, starting to look nice. A little bit from the front. We can just do such big changes very easily, so you don't have to worry if it doesn't look that good. You can just make few adjustments like this very quickly and change the whole look of our sculpture. We'll make this slightly bigger. As you can see in the reference, this slightly comes outward. The back of the head is seen from the front because of this depth. So slightly pull it outward like this. Okay, it's starting to look a lot better now. So we basically started from here and we created a very simple structure. We added some eyes, some nose, and okay, we are starting to look a lot better now. We're still in very low resolution, so it is fine. We will increase it a little bit later. I want to work on it a little bit more. Let's push this one here slightly. You can see it should look diagonal like this, diagonal and diagonal and diagonal angle. And now we are going to add in our teeth area. So this is basically where our teeth sits. We are not going to create all these individual teeth. You can see there are so many. This is quite complex. I mean, we can do it, but we won't do it today. We'll do it maybe in the future, maybe. But right now, we should only focus on creating very nice structure for our model. And also one thing, whenever you are creating the mouth, don't make it like this, right? Don't make it like this. It looks very flat. It doesn't look good. So it has to look slightly rounded. We can look at various images of teeth. You know those dentures and stuff. Yeah, we can look at that. We can also look at in here. It is so much nicely rounded like this. Okay, our skull is looking so much better now. With just small adjustment, we made it so much better. So BCV for the clay builder, and now we are going to separate this one. What we have here is, wait, I'll show it to you. This one. So as we know, our lower jaw here is actually separate from our upper jaw. If you have seen some other pictures, I don't know if I have it here. No, I don't have it. So what we can do is we can actually separate the upper part of the skull and the lower part of the skull. And also the lower jaw is the only thing that usually moves, right? If you pay attention to, let's say, people when they are talking or just any animation, it's usually the lower jaw that moves. As you can see, it has this connection right here. And what happens is there are muscles that are attached like that. And these muscles help our bone to move and we're able to speak. So I think I can show it. We can mask lasso tool. So what happens is it is basically like this. So our mouth basically moves like this. It doesn't move like this. It basically moves like this. Unless you know that is the style, maybe you are going for a very cartoony types of animation, we can do anything. So usually it moves from here. That is the reason why it has this huge attachment. So we can basically create it like we will create this hole to make it as if it is attached from there, and then it goes downwards like this. This area is a lot more flatter compared to the other areas. So we have to flatten it out. So I'm pressing the Alt button, as you can see. So if I'm not pressing any button, usually it adds in like this, right? It's a nice horn to our skull. When I'm pressing Alt button, it divides it. So normally I'm adding the clay, and when I press the Alt button, as you can see on the screen, I am removing it. It's a very easy way to control our brush. Now let's do this. I think we should add more polygons now. Let's first use the dam standard brush, and then sharpen this area out a little bit. Maybe remove this one. We can add in later. Our skull is looking a lot better now. Maybe slight adjustment. Let's pull it out and let's see how it looks like. Okay, it's starting to look really good now. So we have to fix our nose a little bit. As you can see, there is not much resolution here. We are going to the dynamis that is inside the geometry tab. So what we can do is, here you can see in default it is usually in 32. We can increase it, let's say 60. What we can do is, when the dynamis is on, right, we can also press this. We can see, we can press this, and what we can do is, let's go back. So this is our original model, right? So if the dynamis button is already turned on, it is yellowish, as you can see. We can press Control. As you can see, now it is now our what is this called? Our mouse or pen tool tip, whatever, turns yellow, and while pressing the Control button, so this is our model, right? And outside of our model, I will drag it just like that. Press the Control button and just drag it. Just make line or circle, any shape you want to, and you can see it automatically adds in. So you don't have to keep going inside and press the dynamis. You can just Control drag. So I don't think this is enough for us. So what we are going to do is, we are going to increase it 72. Okay, let's see. Okay, this much is a lot nicer. And this was before, this is after. So we can see from 4,000 to 27,000. We have increased this much of our polygons. Sorry, let's hide it. Now I will smooth in the nose a little bit because we do have to fix it. BDS, and we will create a nice shape like this. Also in the inside of the nose, we have this structure here that kind of like divides our nose, like this. It divides us like this, as you can see in the reference here slightly. Okay, so let's see what we can do to fix it. Let's use the clay builder brush and make it a lot more pretty now. So in the top of our eye, we can see here the volume is a little bit weird. So let's just add in a little bit. I'm just touching it very softly. Because we are using a stylus or a pen, it automatically has this intensity, right? We can control our intensity without pen pressure. So it is very handy. And I'm just building the shape really, really slowly. Just carving it out like this. We are going to create a very smooth looking surface here. Okay, let's. It is starting to look good. A little bit here. Okay. And also one thing here, in the top of our eye socket, right, there is this shape. This is where usually our eyebrow sits. Let's smooth it out a little bit. It is showing up a little bit too much. So we'll just do it slightly, very minimum. And also one thing, mm, uh, in top of our head right here, there is this slight dentation, or what can we say it? This slight volume. It kind of looks like base of horns or something, and we just have to build it and then smoothen it out. Build it first, right, and then smooth it out. It is looking nicer now. Just build it a little bit and smooth it out. Don't smooth it too much like this, or it will remove all the details we have built in. So very softly.